Trip I took was to Guatapé. I went there because I needed to have some alone time. I needed some peace and quiet. And I thought that Guatapé will suit me very well for that purpose. And besides, Guatapé is just beautiful. It's colorful. The view from the rock is just breathtaking, so I knew that was the destination I wanted to be in. I went there on a bus, of course. The trip lasts for about 5 hours. It's a very long trip, so I spent most of it reading and looking at the scenery. Once I was there, I didn't do much of what people usually do in Guatapé, which is take a boat on the lake, go up to the rock, walk around town. I did those things, but mostly I stayed in my hostel room, because for me there is something very valuable, which is time on my own, time to be quiet, and time for me to read and think and write, which is mostly what I do. It is my job, but to do it in a space that doesn't require me to constantly send reports and stuff like that, it's really liberating. So I mostly spend time on my room, reading, writing, and once I got out of my room, I just walked around town. I took pictures and actually met one person, a single person, who was the person that I spoke the most in my trip. She was a female ghostwriter, and she told me about her job. A ghostwriter is someone who writes books for writers, for authors that are very known, but for one reason or the other, they don't have the time or the resources to write their own books, so they pay people to write them for them. They have to forfeit the rights, and they get paid a very considerable amount of money. So for me that was very interesting, because it's kind of my dream job to become a ghostwriter, more than an actual writer. I think it's a bit of a hassle to become a writer, but to become a ghostwriter, for me it means that you can get to do what you like, which is writing, but you don't have to deal with the fact of being known. You don't have to deal with the press conferences and the tours and book signings and all of that. So to hear it from her, it was very interesting. It was actually the most remarkable person that I have met in a very long time. And it was actually the highlight of my trip. I think that was about it. I didn't do much. I just sort of enjoyed the quiet and the peace and the time I spent with myself. So that was it.